Boris Johnson didn't do much to dispel his reputation for laziness yesterday, as he launched the Scottish Tory Manifesto in Fife. He read out, almost word for word, the speech he gave in Sheffield on Sunday. Even the jokes were the same. Corbyn, he used to be indecisive, now he's not so sure. The PM hadn't bothered to mug up Tory city deals in Scotland, and during questions had to phone a friend, in the shape of the Scottish Secretary, Alister Jack. Every now and then Mr. Johnson vaguely remembered where he was and railed against the Corbyn-Sturgeon nightmare on Downing Street, while wagging the Scottish Tory Manifesto, no 2 indecisive 2. The surprising thing, perhaps, was that he was there at all. The Prime Minister is almost as unpopular in Scotland as Jeremy Corbyn, who sidestepped Scottish Labour's manifesto launch. Mr. Johnson currently scores a rating of -34. "Well, that's something we can build on," he said, gamely at the press conference. Perhaps then again, perhaps not. The former London mayor seems to embody everything Scottish voters loathe about the English public school elite. After he won the leadership just over 100 days ago, many Scottish Tory supporters despaired. Those 12 gains in the 2017 election began to look like a brief remission from a terminal illness. The final nail in the Scottish Tory coffin was banged home in late August, many believed, when Ruth Davidson, their beloved leader, went off to spend more time with her family, and with her new PR consultancy. As it turned out, she had been credited with almost single-handedly making it respectable to vote Tory again in Scotland. Leaderless, reviled and under the shadow of the mop-haired Bullingdonian, the Scottish Conservatives looked extinction in the face. Quite literally, since some started reassessing the idea hatched by the former deputy leader, Murdo Fraser, cutting free and becoming a different party in Scotland. Now, only a couple of months later, they are suddenly looking, if not exactly cheerful, then certainly capable of a brave face. This is not just because a weekend opinion poll suggested they were up 7%, or because Nicola Sturgeon got a pasting from Andrew Neil on the BBC. The reason the Tories feel back in the race is that they've realised they're fighting a different election in Scotland. In the UK, this election is essentially about Brexit. In Scotland it is increasingly about independence. The First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon, has made it so by repeatedly declaring that an SNP victory on December 12 would be a mandate for an independence referendum next year. So what, you say? Doesn't the SNP always say that? It has mandates coming out of its ears from 2015/2016/2017, and it hasn't done it a lot of good. True, but it has never been endorsed by Labour before. Mr. Corbyn hasn't exactly been crystal clear about. For more on this story, visit the news article link.